Today, you guys, I'm going to be talking to you guys about Kagurabachi. Yeah, I know the hype has already died. I know what you guys are thinking, but I was on a bit of a hiatus while that hype was going. So, for those of y'all who do not know, Kagurabachi is a new manga that was made by Shonen Jump. And for some odd reason, when the first chapter came out, it just got this overnight hype about it. Like, people were hype about it, saying, like, Chihiro's the GOAT, he's the main character, and things of that nature. And yet, when the situation happened, I'm just sitting up here like, why did it get the hype? Like, why exactly did Kagurabachi get the hype? And the real question is it worth the hype? And the only way you can find out if Kagurabachi deserves the hype it deserves is to read it. And of course, that is exactly what I did. So here are my thoughts on the manga Kagurabachi. This is coming from someone who has fully caught up to the manga, and how does he feel about it? So yeah, this is my honest opinion on Kagurabachi. First of all, just like I reiterated, why in the hell did this get so much overnight hype? Why did this get an overnight hype? I'm not really understanding it. And I'm trying to differentiate. I'm trying to pinpoint it and things of that nature. For those of y'all who do not know the plot of Kagurabachi, it tells the story of a guy who goes by the name of Chihiro. Chihiro is a kudere. For those of y'all who don't know what a kudere is, it's the very nonchalant, non-emotion looking type of characters who are 9 times out of 10 really cool, and who is more a person of action than they are a person of words, meaning they will act before they speak type of deal. And that is exactly the kind of character Chihiro is. He lives with his father, who was a legendary swordsmith who made plenty of weapons to combat against a threat that happened years ago. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Chihiro's dad dies because someone murders him, and now Chihiro is looking for vengeance. But he is also looking for people who also have those other swords that his dad made, because his dad's a legendary swordsmith that made these legendary weapons. And Chihiro is also trying to get vengeance, and he's also trying to keep honor in his father's name. That is the plot Kagurabachi. And it's kind of like a modern day samurai type of deal. That's basically what Kagurabachi reminds me of. It's like a modern day samurai type of manga, type of read. Because the way Chihiro was going around cutting people up using the techniques that he used from the sword that was given to him, the sword that was destined to him, if you will. And the fact that he shows no mercy. Maybe that's the reason why I got hype, is because Chihiro is one of those characters that don't show no mercy. He's not the Naruto talking no jutsu, everything's gonna be fine type of deal. No, if you are an enemy and you are in the way, you are bound to die by Chihiro's wrath. And that is exactly how I feel about it. Maybe that's why I got the hype, or perhaps that Chihiro isn't the character that a lot of people peg him as and things of that nature. Because the thing about it is, when it comes to Chihiro as a character, I like him. I do, and I do like the supporting cast as well, even though we're only 16 chapters in. Like the latest chapter, there was a situation where the main villain, I don't even know if he really is the main villain, if you want my honest opinion. He's looking more like a side villain and things of that nature, or he might become one of those villain turn good guys type of deal, but I don't believe that. That guy's done too much in order for him to become a good guy. I highly doubt it. And if he does become a good guy, he's going to die as soon as he makes the change. We all know how these tropes happen in manga. Now, the one thing I want to go ahead and address when it comes to Kagurabachi is the whole situation of the plot. The plot of Kagurabachi is simple. It's literally a vengeance story. But the way it was fleshed out is entirely different. And what I mean by that is the fact of the matter is, not only is Chihiro getting vengeance for his father, but he's trying to protect his father's honor. And what he means by that is, there are other people who have those legendary swords, but they are using it for the wrong reasons. And Chihiro is like, my father built these swords because of honor and justice and things of that nature, and you're tainting his name using the weapon the way you are using it type of deal. And I actually like the fact that you decided to add a little bit of that subgenre in there, because if it was just a vengeance story, I feel like a lot of people would just fall off of it. But currently right now, Kagurabachi has 16 chapters, 16. And the main thing I really have to say when it comes to Kagurabachi is the art. it looks dope. It looks amazing, and Chihiro's ability is dope too. I do like the fact of how he is using his abilities and he has mastered it. That's another thing about it. This isn't a character who we had to see grow up. We saw him grow up. Now we're trying to see the fruits of the labor of what he can do, and I feel like that's another reason why Kagurabachi is going. Now I have been seeing some hints, and what I mean by seeing some hints, I've been seeing some hints of the fact that maybe Kagurabachi isn't going to be the next big thing. And what I mean by that is it's looking like we're about to wrap up on something. And you know, Shonen Jump has this horrible habit of showing off when the manga is about to reach its peak, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, it just does not happen. But the real reason clearly is why it doesn't happen is because the Japanese crowd ain't feeling it. And since the Japanese crowd ain't feeling it, Shonen Jump ain't keeping it, because that is their main demographic, the Japanese people who read their magazines. So if Kagurabachi does end, I will say I'm proud. I'm happy that it got the hype that it deserves, or I'm happy that it got the hype that is needed. But the problem is, now I will say this. If Kagurabachi stays, I will do manga reviews for Kagurabachi. Okay, if Kagurabachi stays, I will do manga reviews for Kagurabachi. But from what I'm seeing, it ain't looking too good for him. Okay, it ain't looking too good. Now, yes, something was mentioned before to where he would have to go to a certain auction, but it looks like he's going up against the villain. Not to mention, we got introduced to the entirety of the second team, you know, the fodder team. And I do like how in the manga where Chihiro says, you're gonna go fight that main baddie, and there was like, okay, so what do we do? He's like, when he hit his main attack, get hit by it. The reason being is because that's the only time he's vulnerable. He'll be vulnerable for 10 to 20 seconds, and that is when you guys can attack, do what you need to do type of deal. But we all know that that team got washed away like fodder, and that is one of the reasons why I feel like Kagurabachi is close to ending without an actual conclusion. I'm a little sad about that. I am, because Shonen Jump just has this horrible habit of doing that to mangas that have the potential in the world to become great, to become the next big thing. But clearly, if it does not get the same atmosphere as Naruto, Bleach, or One Piece, then Shonen Jump feels like it's not going to sell, which I highly disagree. But it is what it is. If Kagurabachi is here to stay, I will definitely be doing some chapter reviews of it. If it don't, well, it had a good run. But anyway, guys, that's me. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my videos, because I am planning on cranking more out for you. And of course, I'm gonna have more videos made like this where I'm going to be talking about mangas and animes and things of that nature, things I've been watching, things I've been reading, and I'm gonna put some webtoons, some manhwas in there as well. So please join the ride. I appreciate the 146 subscribers. I love all 146 of your faces. I wish I could get up and give each and every one of y'all a virtual hug, but I know we still going through the pandemic, so I know I gotta stay 6 feet, but it is what it is. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching the video. As always, my name is GTS1. Why in the hell do you think I am? You guys always make sure to do what makes happen, because this is what you were here for, and I will catch you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.